Hello everyone. So welcome to my channel, and today I have Tanishq De, one of my college mates, and thanks Tanishq a lot for coming today here, and I hand over that to you for your introduction.
Okay, so hi guys, my name is Tanishq De. I currently am in UK, Manchester. I was, as Mustafiz said, I was his college mate during our undergrad days, where we did our BTech. Now I'm working in PWC, and I've been in England for 2 years now. Before that, I was in Bengal, and still am a pure Bengali. So let's hand over to Musta. Let's see what he wants to ask.
Okay, very nice introduction of yours, Tanishq, and yeah, would you like to give a brief background of your education?
Yeah, sure. So after my class 12, I did undergrad in computer science and engineering from MAKAUT, or formerly known as West Bengal University of Technology. That's where I met Mustafizur. Following which, during the pandemic, my master's got delayed. So the 1 year I took a postgraduate program from Texas University in collaboration with Texas University in data science and business analytics. And after that, I did my master's, which completed last September from Warwick Business School in business analytics.
So that's really nice to know, Tanishq, about your education. So I would like to know that why did you choose this field of education, business analytics?
So I think Mosta knows a bit. Like when I was doing my undergraduation. Uh, I was, I'm not gonna say I'm bad in coding. I was good at, I was decent enough, but I never found it like a field that I want to pursue full time for a job. So I was looking for options because I like tech for sure. I like data and stuff, but I did not want to be completely in the development sector. So I started searching what mixes data with business. And although it's a very new field, new in the sense like not given a separate status. Like in India, you have modules on business analytics, certificates on it, but you very rare fields like for masters. You can do MBA, I heard, I'm not sure. But for masters, there were very few universities who taught business analytics. So that's when I started searching abroad, and it's a very famous field in UK and US. And for now, all the European countries are also taking up like as a proper masters in business analytics. So, and it gave me the perfect blend, I feel like, because it has a lot of machine learning. So if you think like business analytics does not have anything to do with coding, that's absolutely wrong. You'll have a lot of coding from text analytics, business statistics, everything is in with coding, but it just brings the analytical coding more over development coding, if that's the exact word, I'm not sure. But so that gave me a lot of like options to use the data I had from a business point of view rather than a development point of view. And that's something I was really interested in. And so I chose business analytics. And it did like fill all the criteria I was looking for.
Yeah, that's really nice to know that why you have chosen the business analytics field. And again, let's come to the college from where you have pursued that, University of Warwick, and that's a dream for anyone. Would you like to share what made you choose these universities? Any other choices that you were getting while your time, and how did you prepare and all? These are the things I want to know.
So I would say like that was quite random, the preparation, because previously I was looking for US, but at that time there was some political turmoil and a lot of things in US, so I chose UK over US. So when you're pursuing business analytics, Warwick Business School has always had a great reputation in it. So when I applied, it was in the top 10 universities in the world who taught like uh, business analytics. And now I think that has gone down a bit because of the huge rise in the tuition fees, but it's still I think 15 or something like that. So the reputation is always quite nice. I think it has ranked something like the third or fourth highest ranked UK business school, something like that. So it has a huge reputation when it comes to Warwick Business School. So I did have other options. My dream was Imperial, but Imperial requires work experience, and at that time I did not have any work experience. So following Imperial, the top universities to pursue business analytics in UK are Manchester, Warwick, Edinburgh. And although I did get offers from all the three, I chose Warwick because I personally felt like Warwick's curriculum was a bit more suited in the sense like it has a bit more technical modules than non-technical modules, and at the same time, like it covers a lot of aspects. So for me, it was useful because I did a lot of modules, like from text analytics to strategy planning, using business simulation models, and it was like really nice data analytics, advanced data analytics. So their module was really impressive. So when I was searching for preparation, I think the first thing you have to do is IELTS. Just give an IELTS. That's the basic thing for any abroad universities, IELTS or TOEFL, whatever the English exam is required or accepted by the university. Following which, I did prepare for GRE, but UK does not require GRE. They require a good academic background. So if you want to pursue something like from UK, you have to have a good undergrad or whatever, like the academics you're following right now. That has to be good. That has to be strong. Um, and your statement of purpose letter. So that is very important because that's where they literally decide whether they want to accept you or not, because they will go through a lot of things after that. But if your statement of purpose is nice, that's where they have that inclination towards you, like that person. Like even if you have a great CV but they don't like your SOP, most of the time they won't even reach to your CV, they will just reject you from your SOP. So I think UK's overall application was easy. All of them have their own website, so just fill on the websites, write the SOP, and have your letter of recommendations from your university teachers if you don't have work experience, and just have a good academic background. So that's the basic preparation. So I think it goes a long way. US is easier because if you have a bad academics record but have a 2 3 years of good work experience, they generally accept you, unlike UK. So it depends from university, to be honest, but those are the basic things.
Yeah, that was a really helpful thing that you have said. When did you start preparing all these things? While the college days, or you took time after the college? What was your strategy?
No, I always plan to like, I wasn't that fixed that I would definitely go for an abroad study, but I always had that in mind. And that's the reason, like, I always worked hard on my academics. And as I think most would agree, like, I was always focusing on the semester exams, even though we knew that it doesn't matter much for the jobs in India. Like, if you have good soft skills, which is important over here as well. But if you have good soft skills, if you have good coding skills, it doesn't matter much what your semester marks is, as long as you've passed all of them with some respectable score. But I kept it as high as possible because I knew that I wanted to keep my abroad options open. So that was always my mindset. And I think everything happened very quickly because pandemic changed a lot. And I think now, since my time, it has changed again because with the hybrid education structure or hybrid job structure, a lot of new changes have been made. But for me, because it was during the pandemic thing, so a lot of exams were like omitted or made optional if you have a strong quantitative background. So I did my that post graduation program of 1 year in data science, which helped me for showing that I have a strong quantitative background. So it happened, to be very honest, quite unplanned. But the one thing that I was always preparing was to make sure that my CGPA in my undergrad days was quite high, because I knew that would eventually be required when I'm applying abroad. So if you're planning to get abroad, make sure that your CGPA is respectable. Otherwise, getting a top university would be difficult.
Yeah. So what I know is that Tanishq was our branch topper while our time, and yeah, his academics was the best among all. And
Thanks, man.
so, how would you describe your college life? Whatever you have gone through, any internship that you did while your times, and how everything
Undergraduation?
inside your entire 1 year of Warwick, how it went.
Okay. So for the 1 year master's, internship is almost impossible because the moment you start doing internship, time would be a factor, and it's very difficult to have time over here. Uh, and the fact is that you have a limit, like 20 hours of work, because we are on a student visa, so you can't work more than 20 hours. I think it might change soon, like the government is planning, but till now it has been 20 hours. So it would be difficult to do something that has your brains or like thought process included, because most of the time you'd be thinking about your assignments or the exams or applying for jobs, which is very difficult. But I did do part time. I did part time in Domino's because, of course, it helps with a bit of pocket money because earning in pounds is easier when you're spending in pounds. But I would say like working part time really helped me in one thing. It get like masters is so tough. Like business analytics, to be honest, is a very tough module. Like when you if you ever came like to our uni, you would always see like the common areas are filled with business analytics student. We would be there like I still remember from one of our assignments, we were there till 3 a.m. at night just to finish it. And we were there for 2, 3 days at a stretch, like 3 a.m., come back home, wake up at 9, go back to the uni and again work in our group. So it was tough. So you don't get time to think about something else. So when you do some Domino's or any other part-time job, it helps you like clear your mind. You know you're doing something productive because you're earning money. So you're not wasting your time. But at the same time, you have a clear thought process. Enjoy, have a new skill. I'm very good at making pizzas now, so it's a good skill that you have. And yeah, I would advise everyone. Obviously, depends whether you can find time or not. But even if you don't need the money, try to experience new jobs. It's gonna be fun if you ever come to UK or US. I feel like it gives a new overall, let's say, aspect to your life because hopefully I don't see myself working in a Domino's anytime ever again. But those 7 months that I worked there, it was really, really nice. I made a good few friends over there as well. So yeah, I'm like internship would be difficult. Anything that has your brains involved, thinking or practicing would be difficult. But you can do some part-time, and that would help you because over here, when you apply for jobs, they just don't look at internships like in India. They do look at what you did co-curricular as well. So I did answer a lot of questions with my Domino's experience, and that was really, really valuable.
Yeah, that's really nice to know. And so right now you're working with PwC, what I have
Right.
known. And how many job offers have you got? And how would you describe why did you choose the PwC offer?
So job offers in UK for anyone on an Indian visa, or let's say non-British visa or passport visa. And obviously, there's not going to be British visa. So any non-British passport holder is very difficult. I won't lie, I applied way over 100 jobs and gave a lot of interviews. But because most of them don't even reply, they see that you are on a student visa, they need to sponsor you and they won't even reply. So let's say if you apply 100 jobs, maybe you'll get 20 interview calls, which is good. 20% interview calls is good, out of which you would be rejected from the remaining 15 after a couple of interviews because they have very, very limited slots of sponsorship available. So after that, I think after applying 120 jobs, if you get one offer, it's good. That's my personal experience. But I did get three offers. The first one that I actually took because I didn't get PwC at that time. It was a temporary job, and only that there was seat for only two sponsorship. Like for everyone was a British or a European passport holder, and only two people. I was from India, another one was from Ghana. So you can understand how difficult it is to get a job, and it's tough. Like, and to be very honest, they do look at the university reputation. Just because I was from Warwick, so it helped a lot. If you go for a low-ranking university, trust me, unlike India, it has problems. And as far as Big Four were concerned, PwC, Deloitte, EY, they are very, very difficult to get. And I'm not being modest or anything. When I didn't even apply PwC initially because if you get rejected, it takes you 6 months to reapply again. And I have seen a flurry of my friends like they get rejected black and blue. And those were all experienced people applying for graduate roles. So you can imagine like how difficult it is because they don't have any technical requirements. Like I am a tech consultant. They didn't ask me a single technical question during the interviews. One of my friends, a few of my colleagues, to be honest, are from economics background, law background, and they are all in the tech field. So they don't care about your tech knowledge. They care about your soft skills, the way you grasp information, the way you present information. So it's a very thorough process. So when I got PwC, it was a no-brainer because getting Big Four, because obviously it's a recession market and everyone knows it. So getting a Big Four not only gives you a bit of security because they give you 3 years sponsorship in UK, but at the same time they are very people-centric, I feel like, because these are all consultancy firms, unlike development where we have seen a lot of layoff recently. But PwC or any Big Four are in the profitable margin, so they are not planning to like doing any sort of layoff or anything. But apart from that, like in general term as well, even if it was a good economy at this point, PwC or any big four has a very different charm to it. The reputation, the benefits you are getting, it's beyond imagination. And the number of projects you can work on, again, it's like unbelievable. They have all varieties of projects. and it's a great learning experience for someone like me who has not worked before. So when I got PWC, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah,
I
that's
hope that
really,
answers the question.
yeah, again, that's a great thing to know. And any tips you would like to give to the students who are planning for abroad, or who want to go to the same domain of business analytics? What would you say to them?
I think the main advice I would give them is like keep your academics on point. Like your undergrad marks are important, and your college or the one that you're trying to pursue, like be it Warwick, be it Manchester, be it Imperial, or any other field, like just try to make sure that you're applying for the cream universities because it is tough to get a job over here. I'm not gonna lie, it's tough. So when you are, but yeah, I'm like if you keep working hard, you eventually do land one. I'm not gonna say that you come here and not gonna get a job. It's gonna be tough, but you would get a job. But make sure that you're applying for the good universities. And just I know some people have a bit of problem in their English. So just if you're planning to go abroad, I would ask you to like improve the English just for your IELTS and GRE. If you're planning to give GRE, trust me, GRE English is much difficult than IELTS. I personally felt like that. So just make sure that you are prepared with the basics. Because when you come here, your basics are going to be more important than your tech skills for landing a job or anything else, because they don't care. So just make sure that I'm not going to feel like be fluent in English or something like that. That's not important. But make sure that you can speak enough to crack your IELTS, get the basic 6.5, 7, and get your marks straight up. And that's it. And just have a clear mindset, like I want to do this, uh, and I want to apply for this university. Apply for every university as much as you can, but make sure you have a particular goal and a particular university in mind, because that would eventually help you. Because if you get a lot of offers, you can get confused. So make sure that you have a proper focused mindset, and that's it. Like don't overstress it. People stress a lot when it comes to abroad, so I feel like it's not that stressful. But yeah, you have to be clear in your mindset and you have to work hard. That's like the basics for everything. Even if you are in India or applying for an MBA or CAT or anything, GATE, you have to work hard. So similarly like this, maybe easier than GATE or something, but once you get the offer after coming here, trust me, it will get difficult based on your module. And if you're doing business analytics as your master's, it's really, really hard. Unlike some other modules that or some other masters that are available. I personally felt that was really difficult. So be prepared for that.
Some
That's
help,
it, kind of.
some helpful tips from your end, Tanishq. And
Thanks, man.
one a little bit offbeat questions. How's life that you have left abroad? Would you like to shed some light on that?
Life's fun. Life's fun. I personally believe like it gives you a lot of maturity. Like I'm not gonna say kid, but the guy who came in 2021 has changed a lot over the 1.5 year. Um, it's like if you and the work-life balance is very important. Even with this amount of pressure, once or twice a month we did party, we did go to let's say nightclubs, we did go to restaurants or house parties. So you will have those occasional fun, and the teachers look after it. And even and after getting a job, it's even fun. Like every Friday, the company asks you to go and chill, don't work much. The work life balance over here is really good, be it job or be it during your studies. But yeah, obviously, when you're studying, you have to study a lot more, even if they say like chill, because you can't. You have to complete your syllabus and stuff. But yeah, and one thing is that obviously depends on how much money you have, what's your bank balance. But I'm talking about from middle class point of view. You'll do a lot of chores yourself and a lot of grocery shopping and stuff. And it would be a nice experience. I feel like I really enjoy this experience, this responsibility of be it grocery shopping, be it cleaning the house, be it cooking for myself. Sometimes your friends come, so you cook together. It's a nice experience. And life's really fun. Of course, you'd miss your family and friends from time to time. I obviously did that. And how much friends you gather over here, loneliness would strike you sometimes when you'd be having a good call with your parents or maybe one of your loved ones back home. But I personally believe this is something that everyone should experience. And even if abroad is a tough task, go to another state maybe. Let's say if you're in Calcutta, go to Bangalore, go to Mumbai or any other state. Because I feel like staying alone gives a very different perspective to life. And it teaches you a lot of things that you won't be able to learn if you are staying at your home. So I feel like, I personally feel like it's a nice experience.
Thanks a lot, Tanishq, for giving
No
your
worries,
precious
man.
time. And yeah,
Anything for you, bro. It's been a long time. We had this nice chat. So thank you for inviting me to your channel.
yeah,
I hope I gave some good advice.
yeah. Very thank to you. Okay.
No worries,
Thanks
man.
all.